There are a number of trends that have been happening over the last couple of years and continue. Probably the first is the insatiable demand for data across a wider range of sports, across a wider range of events, and with more granularity. It seems the betting public just have that insatiable demand for more, and operators need to fulfill that. So from a rights holder perspective, you need to find the right way to get that product into the betting operators. And that means, I think, more and more we're going to see more compliant, more legal, and more official data suppliers. We work with La Liga in Spain, and they love to work with us because we're a single route for their data into betting operators. And betting operators love it because it has the immediacy, the accuracy, and the stability. Well, the first is obviously finding the right commercial relationship between operators and rights holders, and typically that's through trusted intermediaries like SIS. And we've spent 28 years working in this space, working with operators and with federations, providing data, both pictures and data, and making sure that it's absolutely perfect. It has to be. Well, data is the absolute key. Without the data, a betting operator simply can't take a bet. That's even more important in running, and that's one of the big trends, obviously, over the last few years. So with the rise of new features and products like Cash Out Now, for example, operators need absolutely up-to-the-second data, and those are the key things that we provide. The unlicensed operators do affect the industry, and they provide a service that some operators take. But the problems that come from that are not just about the money flow back to rights holders. The key problem from a betting operator is the reliability of that data. More and more you're seeing illegal scouts being ejected from football matches, for example. And of course, if that happens 10 minutes into a game, the betting operator's lost the game. The fully legal compliant solution helps to drive that out and makes that consistency of data available to betting operators. And that is probably more than anything, that is really, really important to them. Well, would you believe, for SIS, we've been doing this for 28 years, and you know, in horse racing it used to be there's a man at the track with a phone calling somebody in an operator centre who's entering data and then transmitting that to betting operators. That's all changed. Obviously now we've got tablets on track, so the link between the operator and the track is instantaneous. Somebody presses a button on a tablet, it's there. It's right at the operator's website. Those are the key changes, and technologies enable us to do that. People now are much more immediate, and mobile devices have delivered that for people. You know, people expect to be able to get what they want when they want it. Operators have to supply that, but at the same time, they have to allow the individual to find new things and to discover new ways to bet and different things that they didn't even know existed. That, I think, that excite and delight the customer is what every operator is looking for, because if they can get that, they've got stickiness. And if an end customer is sticky with your product, with your whether it be your retail proposition or your mobile or digital proposition, that's a success. That's what everybody's looking for. But innovation is what's really at the heart of it. And those companies who are spending time and investing in creating new ideas, responding to customer demand, are the ones who are succeeding. We are seeing convergence. We're seeing a lot of operators talk about omni-channel, which is putting the same product in front of people regardless of where they are. The key difference in that is that you've got to get the display of the product right, depending on the channel. So a mobile device and a retail environment are two very different experiences. Now you might be using the same source data, La Liga football betting for example, but the way you display it to a customer is going to be different, and operators are pretty good, I have to say, at identifying exactly what the right market types, the right bet types, and the right way of displaying them are, depending on where people are. In retail, you want people to have a much wider experience across a whole range of sport. In a mobile device, it's about the immediacy. I'm watching a match and I'm betting on the match as it goes immediately. So there's a very different customer behavior there, but fundamentally it's still about making a value judgment from a customer perspective, and the operator being able to satisfy that with an interesting and exciting bet type. So while we're seeing this omni-channel thought process and having the same sort of experience for customers in how they bet, the actual display of that and the interaction is very different. For the industry in general, I think we'll see more consolidation. Rights holders are looking for compliance, they're looking for partners that they can trust to operate legally and lawfully and do the best job for their data. We'll see that accelerate. So the grey market, I think, will continue to be there, but more and more the rights holders in particular are looking to license their data, and operators want to work with that data. Operators want to work in a clean, safe, compliant environment. So we'll see much more of that consolidation. I think there'll be some great innovation coming through over the next 12 months. We're absolutely delighted at SIS that we're producing now data from in-running horse racing. We have GPS devices in saddle cloths. We can put real-time data in the hands of the betting operators to allow them to innovate and create new market types. And I think we'll see a whole new category of in-running horse racing betting driven by data from saddle cloths. And we're delighted that we're helping on that.